So like, I've never clicked on this menu option before, but what the hell's the special movie? I don't think this is featured in the HD versions of this game, so this is exclusive PS2 KH1FM content. So let's witness this shit. Oh, okay, it's some FF102 shit. Probably, I'm assuming, because like maybe 10-2, or maybe this is a trailer for like 10. I don't fucking know. I'm hoping Real Emotion starts playing, because that shit's a banger. If it is truly a 10-2 trailer. Like, come on. Oh yeah, baby! Charlie's Angels! I don't actually know shit about 10-2. I know, like, very selective nuggets of shit about 10-2, and the fact that it's very girl powery in shit is, like, maybe the extent of my knowledge. I don't know, I'm just making the assumption that, like, I'm more interested in, like, the weird Final Fantasy games rather than, like, the normal mainline ones. Like, Lightning Returns is, like, my favorite fucking game, and, like, the actual Final Fantasy 13 I think is, like, pretty boring and dog shitty. And, like, maybe I'd be more into 10 too, because it's, like, apparently not as linear. It has, like, a goofy battle system, whereas the original 10 is, pretty traditional. Although I have been playing FF7 these days, and I'm kind of digging that. Yo, that's kind of, yo, that fucking, like, that looked exactly like something out of Crystal Chronicles there. I wonder if they're pilfering ideas from their own games. Like, the crystal hanging from the ceiling, like, and it's, like, droplets creating something below. Like, that's fucking Crystal Chronicles, man. What came first? Oh, yeah, and the main chick, Yuna, has a gun now, which is, like, pretty funny. Like, she was, like, this, like, priestess babe in the original game. You know, like, oh, man, I'm all about that non-violence or whatever the fuck, you know, that kind of like pristine little girly shtick. And now she's like dual wielding pistols and shit and like singing karaoke and like maybe it's a little out there if you were a fan of the original, but I don't know. Maybe it's Kino, or maybe it's just some shitty fan service nonsense. Like that outfit is a little revealing, Yuna. I didn't know you were that bold. Although maybe she's taking some, like, pointers from her, like, yellow friend over there, who was always wearing skeptical clothing. Oh, I love the way she walks. It's, like, so girly, but it's, like, such a satisfying video game run animation, just flailing your fucking arms everywhere. Like, yeah, we're moving. Ah, yamete! That means stop. I've watched enough anime to know that. That looks like just like an FMV from the first game. Oh, yeah, here's the logo again, in case you forgot, I guess. You know, like what the fuck was this trailer for? Like, I don't know. It's been a whole 2 minutes. I'm forgetful. Why does Nomura always get credited as just like character design, even if he wasn't like the writer or like maybe not too in charge with like the product in general? Isn't Twooey like that? Like, let me look that shit up. Like, fucking, let's look the Twooey wiki, or rather the Wikipedia page for Twooey, because you know you can mostly trust Wikipedia. I don't really get that high school sentiment of, oh man, you're not allowed to get your sources from Wikipedia. That's just bullshit. Probably they just threw in some extra hoops because like maybe the high school losers running the show figured Wikipedia was too easy, so you had to get your sources elsewhere. Even though Wikipedia is, like, pretty base. So, yeah, Nomura was a producer. Not, like, a director or anything, though. But he was, like, credited, like, on, like, the box art or some shit as, like, the artist for the character design. Or, like... I mean, that's important, I guess, but I don't know. I guess his name has this, like, element of star power to it that, like... You know, the normies are going to see that name and be like, whoa, Based God Nomura working on this game. I guess I better pick that up. So, yeah, it's been, like, 5 minutes, and we're going to play more KH1 now. So, what's the big objective for today? Well, it's been, like, I don't fucking... Oh, that is so cool. I nailed the guy, and, like... They're slapping their asses at me too. This game's great. Yeah, like I parried the dude and he was like, my toe, my toe. I think these guys also have a unique animation where if they have this sliding dash move, and if they do it and they like come in contact with a wall, like they do like the Maito animation also, like ouchie ouch, like it fucking hurt them. Like that's pretty cool. Like nice detail on the monkeys. Also, Tarzan has a fucking healing move. That is whack. I don't have a healing move yet. This ain't fair, dog. He's just so much better than me. I'm gonna like just kind of lean on... Okay, so here's my plan for the boss of this world, right? I'm just kind of gonna bank on Tarzan to deal with him for me, to do that, though, let's trick out some abilities. Because I like these critical pluses. You know, maybe he's gonna do some, like, Mondo damage. Wind armor, that's basically arrow. But I don't want him... wait. Recharge HP with an energizing herb. Left parenthesis wind armor. I don't understand the relevance, but whatever. I'm gonna turn that off though, because I like the idea of him dealing just more random crits. That might be pretty badass. The rest of these are decently important. Yeah, second wind in case he dies and I want him to like get back in the action. I could just hide for like 5 minutes of the fight until he comes back. Anyway, what are we supposed to be doing right now? Well, it's that KH1 misdirection again, or not misdirection, but like well, okay. Yeah, this is a little awkward. Okay, so I know where we need to go. We need to like just go to like this whole world has just kind of been a back and forth, if you haven't noticed. Like, it's been from the camp to the treehouse, and then back and forth. Like, that's the extent of our interactions throughout this world. And that is what we're doing again. We have to backtrack to not the treehouse, but the room right before the treehouse. So, hey, it could be worse, right? Like, we're not backtracking the entire way. But yeah, pretty wild. The more and more as this world goes on, it's pretty unremarkable. Like, you know, Wonderland had the whole back and forth thing, kind of. You know, we were going from like the Queen's like general district to the forest, and then like you know we were treading the same ground repeatedly. But it's like really apparent in this place because there's kind of usually only like one goal in mind and like one direction to like pursue that goal, whereas you know Wonderland it was a little all over the place. This is kind of lame though. Also, you know what's double? Well, okay. I had thought I was I guess I touched the loading trigger by doing my jump there, so that was actually my fault. The big black fruit looks suspicious. Thanks, game. I wouldn't have figured it out otherwise. I might not have, actually. I think I got stuck in this place for, like, a while ago. Like I think one of my first playthroughs, I didn't know what the fuck the game was referring to. The big black fruit. Well, obviously, it's this one right here. But I thought, like, there was, like, a puzzle involved, because there's these black flowers, right? And, you know, your gamer brain is like, everything in the world is connected. So, I thought once more, you had to, like, figure out a puzzle with these plants that are lying around. But, no, you just have to, once you get a tank, once you get control, you take control of the lock-on. Or can you not even lock on to this fucking thing? You just have to whack on this stupid eggplant-looking thing until the fight is deemed over. And I guess to, like, heighten the challenge, there's some monkeys to distract you from the goal here. This auto-lock is like, oh my god. You know what? Fuck attacking, dude. Like, base Sora is, like, really showing his levels of ass right now. So I'ma just, yeah. Like, yeah, if there's ever, like, enemy encounters, it's just fireball time, dude. I've got a lot of MP. Usually in video games, your, like, magic stat is, like, equated to, like, power. Like, you know, in, like, Final Fantasy VII or something, or, you know, like, any fucking RPG. If the video game says your magic stat is, like, 32 or some shit, that's, like the general, like, strength stat of your magic. But in KH, if you look at the status screen, when the game allows you, it says my Yeah, there's no like magic stat, I don't think. There's only like the MP. And I think in general the game's like if the game deems like something as like being like magically powerful, it just means that you are given more MP. Which I guess makes sense. Like if you have more MP, you're able to like dish out like just more damage and shit. It's just like it's just charming in that how simplistic that like idea is. Oh, this is really cute. You know, Kingdom Hearts isn't like it doesn't normally do this anyway, but like you can usually see the other like you know the fucking other players of the story like don't just disappear from the game world all the time. Like we got Jane in a loving embrace with not Whoopi Goldberg here, and that looks like a really good hug. Can I get in on that? We must help the gorillas. Yeah, but Jane here is just gonna make the tactical decision of helping this one gorilla, because I guess it's just in the mood for a Mondo hug sesh right now. Like, shit, dude. That'd be, like, pretty nice, you know? Like, getting hugged by a gorilla. Not like a killing bear hug kind of way. Just, like, just getting hugged by a Yo, that was terrifying. I felt I walked in on some like ROM hack moment where like, oh man, and then everything in the game was frozen and it was really scary, dog. Some Doki Doki shit going on right now. Yeah, this isn't where we're supposed to go right now, but just curious, who's in the neighborhood? There was that one guy, but was that it? Just the one mushroom? Okay, no, there's more. Why are they all stopped? That is, like, actually a little scary. I don't have fucking stop yet, and I'm not gonna have stop until, like, fucking Wonderland? What the fuck? Colliding with your party members forces you to drop the shit? Why? You'd think it would be the same collision as, like, interacting with, like, the walls or something, but... What the fuck? Okay, so I'm colliding with Donard right now. Nothing. Colliding with Tarzan? He drops it. That's the kind of shit I live for. Like, those just baffling video game inconsistencies. Which, you know, it makes sense, like, why they come to be. Like, you know, video games are many interacting elements. Like, many lines of codes and shit like that. So it makes sense that not everything's going to be the same. But I guess your goal when optimizing your game is making things that should be, like, just kind of all the same. Like, that's part of the gig. And it's always funny when something slips through the cracks. Also, yo, leave it to KH. Like, you know, if this was, like, some shitty game, like, I'm bringing up Final Fantasy VII again, but you could probably think of a million games with ladders in them, where you climb a ladder, but your character doesn't actually, like, have their hands and shit, like, maybe aligned with the bars that they're, like, supposed to be climbing the ladder with. Like, I don't think Ocarina of Time does that either, because the ladders are just, like, they're just, like, one sprite. It's not like an object. But, like, KH has, like, the level of detail to make it so, like, when you push up, Sora's hand is gonna, like, not be floating in, like, mid-air. It's gonna be, like, on a bar. So that's kind of cool. And it's not too slow either. If this was like a shitty game, maybe like Final Fantasy VII Remake, this ladder climbing sequence would be really slow and overly detailed. But KH has like a nice middle ground where it's like nice detailed ladder climbing animation, but it's not a complete waste of my fucking time either. And that was today's daily dose of me ragging on the Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is like fucking whack, man. Why are they all like this? Is this a Deep Jungle exclusive? Like, all of the mushrooms are just gonna be, like, stopped in time? Man. I'm kind of committed at this point to getting to the top of this thing, because I know there's that treasure box, like, in that boat suspended in the air with, like, the wire. And I want to see if I can use that KH trick. You know, that classic anti-gravity defying maneuver where you jump and you just kind of keep doing this until you land where you want to be, right? Oh man, my nose is kind of running, dude. I might have to stop the recording at some point and go blow my nose, because this is gonna get insufferable. Okay, we're actually gonna do that, but after I figure out the secrets and get to where I want to go. Okay, is there like anything more I can climb on, or is this the top of the tower? Okay, this looks about as high I can go. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, fuck, man, I'm so inadequate. Okay, wait, no. There's like a ladder over there, isn't there? There's a ladder over here. It's also interesting that, when I hit up just once, he does 2 climbs. Like, that's it's nice, I guess. Like, you know, no one's gonna notice that, but me, I guess. It's just, like, maybe not as immediately, like, tactile. Like, if I hit up once, I would expect him to, like, you know, only go up, like, maybe one step. Like, I think Ocarina of Time Link does that, but Sora is, like, he's got shit to do, I guess. Okay. Okay, this is, like, risky shit. I don't want to, like... Okay, yo, we got this by the ass. Okay, we are so nailing that shit. Let's go. Hell fucking yeah, dog. You know, I don't immediately know what mithril is good for, but I feel I feel pretty great about getting that shit. Okay, now I'm gonna go blow my nose. BRB. This doesn't relate to like the act of me pausing the video recording and fucking blowing my nose, but I just remembered back on some cringy shit I did back on some old LP of mine. Like, I guess I thought it would be really funny in one of my old like Pokemon Emerald LPs where I like started the video with like me kicking open my door and then like epically sitting in my chair like, oh yeah, part 30 million of the Pokemon Emerald LP, yeah. Like I was just fucking out of my mind, dude. Like that's I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, is that I guess I was just really having a fun time making my video game LP. Like I just decided one day, like, I'm gonna open this video with me kicking open my door. Wonder what my parents thought, or like people or my brother in like the neighboring room who probably fucking heard everything. Like, whoa, what the fuck's going on next door? Like, kicking open his door, talking to himself. What a freak! Like, shit, man. It's fun to think about, and also a little scary, but mostly fun if you're in the right mindset, because cringe in the past can't hurt you. It can only make me stronger. Yo, that was pretty badass, right? Like, you might have blinked and you missed it, but I guess that slightly bigger gorilla, like, was gonna intervene and, like, stop the monkeys from nailing the feminine-looking monkey, or gorilla, rather. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, it's a little awkward because the camera angle you're given is like not focusing on the immediate threat. But yeah, we're fighting Clayton right now, the guy with the man with the shotgun. Like, and yeah, Donald is down, so presumably he took one blow to the brain, and like Donald is just fucking dead, dude. That's some scary shit, man. Like, we're fighting some real power right now, but like, we're all blunt objects and magic tricks, but this guy's just got some hot lead ready to intercept my brain. It's a video game shotgun, though, so it won't actually, like, nail you in one hit. Except, unless your name's Donald Duck, I guess, because he's just weak as shit, and these camera angles cannot be any better, dog. Yeah, Donald is down. I'm hoping that even though he's... I think we've discovered this, but I'm pretty sure that even though Donald is dead, if I won this fight, I'd still get XP. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, I'm just gonna use this. Okay. Yeah, Tarzan, I said I would leave it to you. That's the plan. I'm just gonna camp out over here. Whoa, yo, bro, leave me alone. Holy shit, this is terrifying. But it's fun that I can, like, still platform like a maniac to, like, get the upper hand here. I think this is hitting him. Oh, yo, okay, what up, bro? Oh, man. Oh, dude. Bless fire for being, homing. Or at least I hope it's homing. Yeah, get him, Tarzan, kick his ass. He's only homing on me, it seems. So, I could just sick my party members on this guy. I don't know what the fuck Donald is saying there. It's been like 20 years. It sounds like he's saying, "You get him." Like I'm telling Donald to sick the opponent, and he's like rejecting me. Like, no, you get him. Fuck you. You get him. And Tarzan just says, "Hey." Now this is some gaming, dog. Oh no! Oh god! Oh shit, dude, that is like intimidating. The thing doing the "boo, I've got you" animation. I don't think Clayton is the true foe. Like, I think... Oh fuck, okay. I think what's important is that we deal with this guy, and Clayton can just kind of fuck off. I don't really give a shit about him. This is a really bad spot for this thing to be. I can't fight up here. Or maybe it can't. Oh, what the fuck? Is it downed? I don't know. I don't have scans, so I don't know how long this could possibly go on for. Oh god, this is ridiculous. But it's a good thing I'm like on such the wavelength of like just gaming. I can just fight this guy, even though the camera angles are like the goddamn worst, right? It's trying to move forward, but like the stick is in the way, but it can't jump. Oh man. This is an interesting situation. Okay, I'll give it one more shot. And then I might actually bail. Because I could be doing piss caca damage for all I know. Like, maybe we'll head back and clean up Wonderland, because I feel a little stronger, you know? Like, maybe I could do it. Also, yeah, even though we've already seemingly proved ourselves, by defeating this boss once, we have to do it again, because it's one of those back-to-back ordeals. Which I'm okay with. Like, I kind of like the drama of consecutive boss fights in video games. Like, you've got to, like, survive for, like, a long-ass time. It's a different scenario than usual. But I guess KH1 suffers because, the cutscenes are part of that equation. Like, there's nothing to prove, or, like, nothing new to gain from having to watch the cutscene again. This is kind of it's just kind of like some unfortunate like thing on how the game was made. So it's cool that the later versions just let you skip that shit. And ideally every game should just let you skip cutscenes. But you know, KH1, it didn't get all the memos. Nah, Donald, get up, you're totally gonna be useful. Okay. I'm gonna go to my safe spot and hopefully the lizard will follow at some point. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can see. I'm nailing him. Now, I cannot see that I'm nailing him now. Man. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, that is a scary-ass attack. Just it fucking body-checking you. Okay. This is some gaming. Okay, Yo, Tarzan, based with the healing. Fireball! Yeah, it feels great, man, just shooting out that load. I looked it up, and this guy looks way cooler, actually. This is like the one time that I'll say that I think the KH1 design for this guy is like not as good as this Final Mix version. Oh fuck, I could die here. Okay, we good. I'll look it up in a bit, but I'm in the middle of something. Give me a minute. Oh shit, I beat him! So it's just Clayton now, right? Let me heal. Donald, what the fuck are you doing? We're still in the moment. yeah, let's get him in the corner, dude. This is awesome. You know, when you're fighting a guy in most of your video games, it's just gonna be like a normal-ass arena. Like, nah, dude, KH1, it's fucking cowboy rules. We fight wherever, man. Jank be damned. And you know, if you can utilize the jank in creative ways and make the fight your bitch, that's just your skill as a gamer coming through. That felt really good, actually. I like that. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. Oh yeah, here's the on-screen death of a human character in a Kingdom Hearts game. yeah, he gets crushed by the thing, and Sora's just like, yep, I just watched a man get, not bear hugged to death, but just, like, crushed by, like a heavy animal. Like, if, like, a T-Rex or something, like, fell on me, man, that'd probably hurt. And yeah, just from nowhere in particular, we get Cure. I don't think KH has ever really been good at that, for, like, you know, giving you a reason for you unlocking your abilities. It's pretty arbitrary. Oh, this is a really good scene. It's not, like, good dialogue or anything, just classic KH moment. Later, shithead. Like, ouch, man! Oh, and he threw these guys, too. Not Tarzan, though. Tarzan's allowed to climb up, because I guess the gorilla knew he could do it. And without words, I suppose we're just able to understand each other through this invisible language that animals share. And Tarzan's on that wavelength. Say we beat the boss, but it ain't over yet. We've got like one more classic KH platforming adventure. Tarzan home. Not sure what he means by that. Or maybe I do. We just have to keep moving. I don't think there's any enemies forward, but I'll equip some potions anyway. And I still don't have enough AP to like do like fucking anything. Yeah, Donald leveled up. Badass. These are too good. I'm not gonna actually do any of them. Yeah, while I'm here though, check this shit out. KH1 Chameleon Wiki. I don't know how to look this up. Stealth Sneak, that's its name. I was looking this up earlier. Yeah, I was curious about it. Check this out. This was its like original design. Kind of this. I mean, it looks okay. You know, the intent is a scary lizard dude, and you know, bright yellow, green palette. Like that's a little intimidating. Like it's bright. Like whoa, dude, this guy's got my attention. But KH1 of him, he got like some tattoos or something. Like he looks like a fucking like some kind of like enemy you'd see later in the series with all of their symbols and shit all drawn across them. Oh god, is the icon for the KH wiki seriously the fucking main character? Some OC motherfucker, or I guess Sora's an OC, like no shit, but you know, I fucking hate this guy. What's even his name? Like Cole Sprouse, or is it Dylan Sprouse? It's the voice actor. No, wait, Cole is Cody. Which one is it? Yeah, Dylan Sprouse as Yazora. Yeah, funny. There was an episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody where Jesse McCartney and Dylan Sprouse were like, you know, in the same episode, and these two would later go on to be in a Kingdom Hearts game, because Dylan Sprouse, he voices this motherfucker, and Jesse McCartney plays a mean Roxas and Ventus and probably a few other characters I'm forgetting. But yeah, fucking Yazora, like, oh my god, don't get me started on this KH3 shit, man. Or maybe I should get started. Or nah, we've got to overcome this platforming challenge, because I think this place is kind of legendary. Or not legendary, but it's like well known in the history books of like KH1 jank. Like, you seriously want me to sidle across that? I could just do this, dog. Although I appreciate KH1's like attempt to give like, you know, the babies at home, I guess. Like if they're too scared to make that jump, they can do that and like get across all the same. Yeah, this is interesting though. Like it's pretty pretty raw. Like these camera angles are like up and down and all around. Like if this was like, I don't know, like if this was a good game, maybe the camera angles in this place would be more fixed. And it feels like they're pseudo fixed. Like they're trying to achieve certain angles, but they're immediately getting intercepted with my own desires. But I kind of like it. I still feel like I'm in control of this platforming challenge. This ivy looks climbable. What do you... Yo, left and right climbing. We've only witnessed... Oh. Oh, yo, the vines are different from the ladders in that, if I just tap left, he just kind of like it's not. He doesn't just go a predetermined amount of movement. It's dependent on my stick, which makes sense, I guess. Like a vine, you can like have the character can put his arm anywhere or his hand anywhere, and it'll look fine. But with like a ladder that like someone had to like model and shit, like you know, there's very defined like bars and stuff that the character is probably supposed to be climbing or putting their arms on. So you know, it has to be more set in stone, I guess. I think we're almost to the top. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is a pretty cool looking room. Whoa. Oh, these guys were allowed to come?
This is your home?
The most important of the deep jungle side characters. What does that tell you about the narrative of this joint?
The waterfalls. They're echoing all the way here.
Friends there. See friends.
Oh, now I've got it.
Yes, doesn't it all make sense now?
It means heart. Friends in our hearts.
I love Sora's reaction to this.
Oh, so that's what it meant.
Like, this is all heartwarming and shit, and Sora's like, oh, that's what he meant. Like, he's disappointed by this. Yeah, Clayton lose heart.
No see friends.
Very true, Tarzan.
No friends.
Endlessly true, Tarzan.
Sorry about what I said.
Oh, shit, we're... Aww. Oh, I thought the plot line was dropped, but they're... I'm sorry, they say. That's sweet. And Goofy, ever the mediator. Oh yeah, our first keyhole. It's a little inconsistent because the game, I guess, expects you to do Wonderland first. So the animation for Sora opening, or locking rather, the first keyhole is kind of clumsy. Like, he doesn't mean to do it because he's not like the master of this shit yet. But I guess going from this keyhole ceiling to the Wonderland ceiling might be a little inconsistent because he looks like a pro at this point, but then going back to Wonderland, he's gonna be all clumsy and shit. Like, that's inconsistent. That monkey's a chick? What the fuck? It's also not voiced by Whoopi Goldberg. I've recently come to discover that. I don't know why the fuck I was thinking of her. Alright, back to the villains. Oh, this is interesting.
The hunter lured them there. It was his lust for power.
Yeah. It was all well and good until that disgusting human brought, like, human emotions and desires to the jungle.
Yeah, he got chopped.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. These guys are eating that shit up. Oh shit, one of them out of the shadows. It's Jafar. He's a little closer to the camera now.
He found one of the keyholes.
Jafar's pretty slim, like, damn, nice diet.
Fear not, it will take him ages to find the way.
Oh yeah, you guys have no idea, man. We're at like part 5 or 4 shit, and we've only completed one world, man. This is gonna take a while.
They are falling into our hands.
Oh yeah, here's a unique cutscene, or a unique alteration to the cutscene. If you... Yeah, see, it's Snow White. If I had beaten Wonderland first, you would have seen Alice there. Because the idea is that she got snatched at the end of the plot of the Wonderland world. Which is kind of cool. You know, slight variations to keep the continuity. If you do the game in kind of, you know, your own way. Yeah, where is your ship anyway? I have no idea. We just kind of interact with the glowing circle in your tent and we bail out, you know? Yo, Jungle King! Badass. Apparently some people, I don't think I was one of these people, but I've heard horror tales of people, like, playing through the game and never knowing how to change your keys. The game literally tells you right there. I guess some people literally are just like mashing through this shit. And, I guess people like that don't really deserve to like understand the full extent of. Whoa, what the fuck? I don't even have to go back myself. All right. I remember distinctly some of the other games like don't do this. Like they force me to like go back to the menu and like leave the world myself. Back to Traverse Town. I want to be pilot. Am I not already? Oh, come on. I'm the Keyblade Master. I don't care who you are. Yeah, dude, fuck this Keyblade shit, dog. Oh, man, those guys. Okay, that's cool. I thought the game was going to force me into a unique looking gummy ship route, because that wasn't the same scenery from here to there. Alright, so I guess, I don't think there's any, like, altering cutscenes if you do Wonderland before Olympus, so, yeah, let's go back here and, clean up this unfinished business, and, oh, man. I really want to turn off that damn mini-map, because that thing is just so damn ugly. Before we're completely out of the vicinity of Tarzan, I had this thing I was thinking about. Like, yesterday I was taking a nap, and, like, I was thinking about, like, there's, like, a Tarzan 2, right? But it's, like, not a sequel. Like, it's, like, you know, part 2 of the adventure or anything. It's, like, a kind of prequel, and it's about, like, baby Tarzan and, like, his adventures when he was, like, a little small man. Which, like, frustrates my anti-capitalist brain, because, like, I remember back in, like, probably the time frame that damn movie came out, like, every fucking property was getting a baby version of itself. Like, remember Baby Yoda and Baby Sonic and shit? This crap was happening, like, 20 years ago with, like, fucking baby Looney Tunes and baby Flintstones, and it just pisses me off. Like, is it, like, a primal thing? Like, people just being attached to, like baby versions of things they like? And it's like that monkey part of the brain that still exists, like, oh, dude, I like babies, because, like, continuing my bloodline and shit, like, like, if that's what all those baby properties were doing, it just makes me mad, manipulating the emotions of the consumer like that. Although, I guess it could also be just that, maybe it's easy pandering. Like, oh, it's the baby version of a thing you like, and, you know, babies are fucking cute, like cats and shit. Like, you know, it's like bread and butter, can't go wrong, baby Tarzan. like how they stopped doing those, like, Air Bud movies, and they just started doing, like, baby Air Bud instead, or, like, buddies. And they talked, too. They were talking golden retrievers. And they didn't play basketball anymore, either. They just kind of, like, did weird shit. Like, let's look that up. Like, how many fucking, like, Buddies movies were there? Yeah, Air Buddies. It started as, like, a harmless spin-off. Wait, 5 talking puppies band together to save their kidnapped mother and father. From, yo, Air Bud is in Air Buddies? That's pretty cool. Like, it's like sending it off to the next generation from Air Bud to Air Buddies. This is really funny. Like, Air Bud is like a normal ass movie about like just a dog who's really good at ball, like b-ball, and like the dog doesn't talk. It's just a normal ass movie about like a kid hanging out with his dog, and I think there's an evil clown involved. But like then you got like the hard jumping the shark moment with Air Buddies, and it's like, damn, Buddy fucked a lot to have 5 pups. Or maybe it's like Rats, in that a dog can fuck 1 time and they could just shit out 5 dogs. I'm not too knowledgeable in this. It is Don Knotts and Patrick Cranshaw's final film. Who the fuck are these guys? That's pretty dramatic. Are these the guys who made the original Air Bud? Air Buddies. Herbie Fully Loaded. I'm not seeing Air Bud in here. Yeah, show me the bud. Let's control search. Let's type bud. Yeah, they only worked on Air Bud. I guess that's worthy of note. I expected it to be like they would have only mentioned that if it was like the last movie the original creators were involved with or something, but you know, the Bud I'm sure the Buddies name, the Air Bud name, that brand, knew no loyalty. Like, they probably just gave it to anyone who would work on the shit. Wait, what about this guy? Robert Vince. What did they do? Did they write it? Yo, fuck Kingdom Hearts. Oh no, it's starring them. Okay, so they're just actors? Alright. What the fuck did they do? I barely even read it. Did he voice one of the dogs or some shit? Sniffer. What a name. What did this guy do? Sheriff Bob. Okay, what a name, dude. Just Bob. Your police character's name is Bob, you know? $9 million budget! I don't know the budget for, like, movies. What was the budget for the original Air Bud movie? I just wanted, like, a list of every... How many Buddies movies are there? 14! I just want to look up the original Air Bud. Like, what was the budget for, like, that movie? 3 million. Yeah, I mean, okay. I guess maybe it makes sense. Like, I'm sure there's a lot more CGI involved with making those damn dogs talk. The dog is in the house. That's not a very good tagline, I'm just gonna say. Yeah, this is when they were just Airbud. Airbud Spikes back! Oh my god, football! He went from basketball to football to soccer to baseball to volleyball, and then they were like, fuck this is boring. Who did Buddy fuck? Who did Air Bud fuck? I don't want to read that, an oral history of Air Bud. That sounds skeptical. I'm not going to find what I'm looking for here. So yeah, Air Buddies, Snow Buddies, Space Buddies, Santa Buddies, Spooky Buddies, Treasure Buddies, then Super Buddies. Now they must use their powers to stop a villain. They're not even worthy of note. Oh my god, this is the villain of Super Buddies. Holy shit. Oh my god. Grand Moff Tarkin. How do you know? How do you know that's the fucking inspiration? Drex was the first villain to be entirely animated, not... Who the fuck is Ubatsi? Egyptian goddess? Airbud? Main antagonist? Oh, dude, it's a Sphinx cat. I love those fucking guys. They're just, like, naked and shit. They're like little rats. The main antagonist of Treasure Buddies. Okay, we gotta get back on track here. How long was I just talking about fucking Air Bud? I guess I was interested, because I remember, like, liking the original Air Bud back when I was a kid, like, watching it. I remember, I think I got emotional at that ending there, where the clown tries to trick Air Bud. Like they have the dramatic moment at the end, where the clown is, like, claiming ownership of Air Bud, because he was originally his, but he treated him like shit. And he was like, let the dog decide, me or the kid? And, like, he's got, like, meat in his pocket, so the dog's like, ooh, I want the fucking meat. So people are like, oh, well, the dog chose the clown, but it just, like, eats the food, and then it goes over to the kid. And it's like, you think for a moment the dog is gonna, like, fall for such base temptations as, you know, a nice snack from the evil clown man. But justice was served, and the clown was defeated and probably sent to jail for tax fraud or whatever evil shit happened in Air Bud. I don't fucking know. Oh wait, let's equip our Keyblade. Yeah, so it's not like we have multiple Keyblades. It's like we're given a keychain and we swap it out, the thing at the bottom there, that Mickey Mouse thing, we change it with this new keychain, that butterfly thing, and it changes the key to represent the experience that we had in that world. And I guess it, like, creates an image of, like, that experience that Sora had in his heart and makes it the Keyblade's aesthetic, which is pretty badass. I like that. That, like, power of the heart shit. And it just looks fucking cool, dude. Like, it just feels pretty rad. Because, like, you go pretty Like you have the first 3 worlds of the game, and you don't get like a new Keyblade in like until like the last one. You'd probably do. So like when you finally get a new key, it feels cool. Like, whoa, dude, I've been using that one thing for a while, but now I've got like this new thing, and it's like it's satisfying. Because I guess in some other RPGs you get a new weapon, and it's kind of just like whatever. Like it doesn't feel as personal as like a new weapon in like an action RPG, because you're not really the one like playing with it. You just kind of see your little characters using them. But in KH, like I'm seeing Sora like run around with it and shit, and it feels like it's fucking my adventure, dude. Like I like that shit. Anyway, let's use this new power to finally best the mighty Dick Master. Another thing I wanted to talk about in the Tarzan world that I never brought up because I was too busy talking about Air Bud, I guess. Whenever you climb on the vines, your party members don't follow. They just kind of stood in the like the starting position and like waited for you to finish the sequence, which is a little like immersion breaking, I guess I would say, and feels very. It just feels tacky. Like, oh yes, I'm the one doing all these cool adventure things, and my party members are just looking at me in awe and not actually participating, and they'll just like jump cut to where they need to be. Like, I don't think any of the KH games like ever followed suit and like remedied that, because in KH3 you can like climb walls and do other gnarly shit, but your party members never follow you. They just kind of stand there while you climb the wall, and the minute you like change the camera, they'll just teleport to where they need to be. And it's a video game thing, and I guess it would be kind of hard to program them climbing walls and stuff. And I don't know, I don't know. It just feels so damn tacky. Like just seeing them robotically stand there and wait for you to turn the camera and like give them a chance to do that magician's trick of like getting out of view. Oh shit, I have Cure now. I can like bring Donald back into the fight. Donald. Yeah, so now we have achieved the true Kingdom Hearts meta of jump in the air, mash the attack button, and cure sometimes, because that is typically the normie strat. Or just you know, generally the path of least resistance, of like, you know, winning most encounters in KH1. You just kind of jump and hit, and maybe heal sometimes. And you know, it's pretty simple, but I don't hate it. Like KH1, it's a simple bag, and it's just satisfying, like the way it is. Like, it doesn't have to be like too complicated or anything. It just innately feels good, despite its simplicity. I like it. And it's got like a nice system of like, you know, we've got that MP, and you know, we just used it and we're out of it, but we get it back by participating in the combat and like wailing on the guy. So it's a nice back and forth. Oh, I shouldn't have hit from that one. Yeah, that was pathetic though. I could have totally parried that, but you know, it's been a while. I'm gonna like fucking die. Now I'm playing like a damn scrub. No more coward shit, come on. I didn't do all of the Tarzan world just to fucking come back to Dick Master and like play like an asshole. It can't really home in on me if I'm too close, can it? Hold on, let me go recharge my sticks. Yeah, do the big one. I like parrying that one. That one feels awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, it feels like I'm learning this shit. Yeah, we learned scan. Now we can finally know how tall these mountains we're attempting to climb are. Feels good, you know, it was a challenge we couldn't immediately overcome. But not through some arbitrary wall or anything. I just, you know, I wasn't strong enough. Or I guess you might call that arbitrary. Like, my character's level wasn't high enough. But I don't know, I came back with some new tools, like Cure, nice life insurance to have. And I had learned the timing of the parries, you know. It wasn't like I just made my numbers bigger. It's just, I was a little better at that too. Feels good.
What a racket.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I'm gonna be really impressed if they modded this cutscene, though. They probably didn't, there's no way. Whoa. Yeah, see, the Keyblade just kind of knows what to do because it has a mind of its own. Like, remember, it shows Sora, right? It's like the will of the universe that gave Sora the power because it needed someone to, like, beat up the Heartless, I guess is the idea. Which is pretty cool, right? Like, this unspeakable, like, unknowing entity, like, granted us power, and it deems us worthy of, like, doing its saving the world and shit. It looks like the one from the jungle. Wow. New dialogue, or, like, varied dialogue. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, what happened to Alice? You're quite the hero. Yeah, indeed. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh no. Oh, we gotta get to a save point to return to our ship. Yeah, that's, I guess the game is, like, forcing me to, like, exit on my own devices here because it's, like, a teaching tool. Like, you could have gone through the whole world and not known how to exit. So, by forcing me to do it once, like, I'm just gonna know how to do it for the rest of the game. So, you know, a little inconsistent with the Tarzan world and shit, but whatever, I don't give a fuck. Let's board the gummy ship and head back. So I think we only needed to clear 2 of these, and once you get 2 Navi G gummies, you just swoosh on back to Traverse Town, and you unlock the next set of worlds. Or rather, there's only one world, which later branches off into some new paths. It's Aladdin World. This game had a pretty, like, fun tagline. I think in all the commercials and shit, it was like, you never know who you'll meet next. Because I guess it's like a surprise. Like, oh shit, what Disney property am I going to be, like, perusing around with next? It's like, it's exciting. I guess I'm just going to, like, forever keep forgetting to take off that damn minimap. Well, at least I can, like, just hide behind it. Like, yeah. It's just so garish. Man, the gummy ship. Pretty cool how I have this, like, laser now. I don't even have to, like, hold the circle button. It could just, like, auto-fire for me. Although the MP are equivalent to this gameplay mode, I think just recharges on its own. Never mind, I'm wrong. Do I just have to shoot shit? Oh no, you have to literally refill it by getting these items. Man, what gameplay. Imagine buying Kingdom Hearts and this was, like, the extent of the gameplay. Like, I don't think I finished the train of thought, but I found out, I was talking about this a few parts ago, but yeah, the reason why the gummy ship is in the game is because, like, just the people making it figured, oh, well, there's always minigames in Final Fantasy games, like snowboards and shit, so we just want to, like, kind of have that same, like, feeling of, like, varying gameplay styles. I guess the difference is that in something like FF7, the different gameplay styles are like quick little pace breakers. Like the fucking motorcycle shit in FF7, that's just like something that comes out of nowhere and you don't expect it. And it's like a quick enough sequence so that even if it's like a little shallow on the gameplay side, you don't fucking care. It feels awesome because it just came out of nowhere. You didn't see it coming. But the gummy ship, it doesn't really have that luxury because it's with you the whole game and it kind of wears out its welcome. Like in FF7, if I had to do the motorcycle sequence between, like, every major town I wanted to visit, I would probably grow to hate that shit. Anyway, Yuffie, what are you doing here? Oh, Talk is up here, right? Leon's probably at the underground cavern, you know. Oh, cool. Got any more dialogue, though? No, she does not. I recently got her in my party in FF7. I knew nothing about Yuffie, and it's like, I guess I knew nothing about anything in Kingdom Hearts. Like, Kingdom Hearts was like, I played it first. I didn't really know anything about Final Fantasy, and I didn't really care too much about the Disney properties, so that's like an interesting point of view, like playing this fan service crossover game and not immediately caring about any of the fan service stuff. I guess that's the appeal of having a character like Sora as the protagonist. You don't need to care about, like, Mickey Mouse, because you're not, like, playing as him. You're just playing as, like, some OC character that they make up backstory for so that you can get attached to. So that's a pretty clever, like, decision. I think originally the player character was going to be Mickey Mouse, but somewhere along the way, I guess they came up with the brilliant idea that it would be like cooler to like build up to the reveal of Mickey Mouse and make him this like enigma in the series or some shit. Like, oh shit, when's that mouse gonna show up? And yeah, Sora very blatantly has the same color palette as Mickey Mouse. Like, he has like the same color, like the red, the black, the the yellow. It's not like note for note, but you can definitely see the inspiration. So that's pretty cool. Even though Mickey's not with us, he's like with us conceptually. Oh, hey, it's this fat guy who was served as like a roadblock before. No matter where you go, money talks. The unfortunate capitalist truth. Even the Kingdom Hearts world isn't safe from the mighty grip of capitalism. Ain't that a bitch? What up, Sid? Yeah, how are you doing? There's like, oh, you need green trendy to open up the synth shop with us up there. But we'll get to that when we get to that. I'm pretty pleased with the way this video came out. I recorded like 5 or 10 minutes of this video in like an attempt before, like yesterday, at like 2 in the morning or some shit. But at like after like a certain point, I was like, I'm not feeling it, and I just like cut it there. And I was worried how I would segue back into it again, but it all worked out. This was a fun sesh, and we accomplished quite a bit. So catch you next time when we talk about the search for Santa Paws or some bullshit. I don't fucking know.